there's different, we're moved by the journeys we go through in life. So I suppose coming back to things and seeing it in a different way is often the best way to do it anyway, because you do get, it grows then, doesn't it? And it evolves with you. So, yeah. Should we play absolutely. That track? Fine. Glass Ceiling.
Sure. We can get that next. I was playing something else, but it's okay.
Nice one. I feel like I deliberately made this happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I should still be a host, man.
Yeah. Right on. So here we go with Officer and Glass Ceiling. Dig this.
I can't break it. Life's for living, heads for banging. Big feelings, big news. Can you bring us together and through? Waking up our fools, banging on our bruised plaster Paris hearts. You're turning us to cotton wool, steel vessel I can't crack through, filled to the brim, filled with white roses. 'Cause every time I try to talk through, you pull me under your billows, deep blue. Waking up our food, banging on our bruised plaster Paris hearts. You're turning us to cotton wool. Softly spoken, softly we unfurl when winter's broken. When the plates fall and I scream fuck off. When I'm thoughtless and my gloves come off. When you wield my heart to win your war. Steel glass doors, playing on a broken tail to the lowlands of my heart. And on you, you blow me. Your stunned blood voice, it
All right, that was Officer with Glass Ceiling, which he graciously queued up, not intentionally, but he did. So, but yeah, it was. This tune is a lot more hard hitting. I would put just as far as like more deeper tones, not just vocally but musically as well. So it kind of paints a picture almost right away, which is kind of cool because once you get when it playing. Since some darker melodic tunes, it can work out or it either works out or it doesn't. It's like trying to do a cover of a band. Either you do really well or you fail. You know, there's no in between.
Yeah.
And you're on the good side of that thing, obviously. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, what relief.
It was definitely a contrast, obviously, to the Waters. And I was loving the emotive, powerful vocals that sort of went on all the way through. And I understand, again, the video, you filmed at King's Cross in February when it's cold, hooray!
Love the cold. This album is just all by the cold.
It could be worse. You could be filming here in -4-degree weather and 5 feet of snow. So
maybe this is quite a warm album then.
Yeah.
Canadian summer album.
Yeah, exactly.
So you were saying in the sort of break when we were listening to your track that you're listening to a lot of Canadian music at the moment. So who are you listening to?
Well, recently I've just come across this little record company called Flemish Eye, who I've just been digging a couple of their artists a lot. A band called Viet Cong. And a guy called Chad Van Galen. I'm kind of new to it, but I'm absolutely loving it at the moment. Especially the Viet Cong album is just pretty powerful stuff. It's a bit like, I don't know, it's like they've got their own twist on a kind of a Joy Division thing or something.
Oh,
it's
really?
It's just really, really fascinating. And it's just great, yeah.
You know, speaking of Canadian bands, on the 18th, so about a few weeks ago on a Saturday, in London, every summer they have something called Rock the Park, so they bring different bands in, and they have like about 4 or 5 different nights. And the night I went, there was 2 US bands. There was a band called Killswitch Engage, another band called Rise Against, but then Billy Talent is homegrown Toronto, Ontario Canadian guys, and they are fun, and I know they've played the UK a few times. It's been a while, but I know they got a pretty good following there as well. And I've seen these guys 4 or 5 times, and just the raw power they have, they just come out of the crowd they have. It just makes it so much fun. It was like it was worth it sweating in the crowd because it was 45 degrees Celsius with the humidity.
Shit.
Wow.
You get your extremes over there.
Yeah, well, this is a good thing because we spent about 6 months in the freezing effing cold, so bring the heat on, you know.
Yeah. Just lather us up in the heat.
But it was good though because they had a host, so they sprayed the crowd a few times. Of course, you got little bits and pieces without the water, but it was worth it. It was a good time. It was worth sweating that much. Plus, of course, I was in the pit most of the time anyway, so.
What were that local band called?
Billy Talent.
Billy Talent.
Yeah.
Just writing that down.
So, I was going to ask you about the artwork because your album, Myriads, has got amazing artwork on that, and of course, My Darling Defibrillator. If I can say it properly, I can never say that properly. Tongue twister. But you could tell us a little bit about the artwork for that, because obviously that related to your job.
Yeah, I do. It's really nice to hear you say that because I care a lot about artwork. I care a lot about artists. I have a lot of friends who are artists, and I just it really matters to me. And so the guy who did the general artwork for the album is a guy called Ben Jamie, who is an incredibly talented friend of mine, painter here in London, and his work really inspires me, and his colours really inspire me and stuff, and the scenes he paints and stuff. So went straight to him to get the album artwork done. But also, in relation to My Darling Defibrillator, I have to think about that as well. So it's never good when you're on stage a little bit pissed and you try to say that title of the song. Like, but
should pre-record it.
yeah. So I work with homeless people in London. That's what I do for my job. And a guy came in here last year, kind of maybe when I was approaching making the album actually, and I spent a bit of time with him trying to help him with his situation, and discovered in the process that he was like an incredibly talented illustrator, and I just felt like it would really, well, I was excited about the idea of him doing some artwork, but I was also excited about the idea of maybe giving him some focus and purpose, and commissioning him to do some artwork as well, because I find a lot of the time that people just, you know, who are struggling, they just need a little bit of purpose again. They just need a little bit kind of, you know, to feel like they can contribute something again. And he loved the project, and we had such good laughs while he was doing it. And he made 3 pieces of art for me, one for My Darling Defibrillator, one for the song Can We Talk, which is pretty much about homelessness. And the other song he did a piece of art for was a song called One Day on the album. And they're all really beautiful, and in good time you'll see them all. But yeah, the first one I put out was My Darling Defibrillator.
Nice.
And I just think he's totally rocked the artwork, but that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic.
Right on.
I think he's just keyed the next track, don't you?
We don't have time.
Oh crap!
No, we don't have enough time.
You're just leading me up these alleys, aren't you?
Yeah, no. Well, unfortunately, we'll be cut off if we play it, because we have about 3.5 minutes left, and it's 5 minutes long, so we can't get through it. But what we can do is we can play something by Forgotten Bee. So this is her poem. Listen to this, Legals.
This poem I've chosen, it's the naughty side of B, and it's where, you know, I get my inspiration for erotic writing and some of my erotic micropoetry, which I would send out sort of later in the evening. It's called Tactus Amentum, and it means loving touch. Here it is. Circles drawn using the tip of the finger, lightly stirring the nerves as on the skin they rousingly linger. Unexpected twitches begin, as in the brain the endorphins sing. Breathing whispers tingle across the cheek, hands and legs instinctively each other eagerly seek. A want, a need, a driven force, as throughout the body the blood begins to course. Feelings of completeness occur deep within, fueled desire and passion emotions to the surface bring. Senses heightened as the heat begins to rise, uncontrollable urges of mortal pleasure create sighs. Often a feeling of euphoria can be realised if connected and in tune the atoms successfully collide. Something more than just a moment in time, a profound bonding, spiritually sublime.
Wow, I don't know about you guys, but I think I need to smoke now.
I love that. Oh dear. Say no more, Brian. That's enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just going to say we need to say happy birthday to Lucinda, don't we?
Yes, we do. So
from Phoenix, Somerset, happy birthday to you, don't we?
Happy birthday. Hopefully you're not too drunk, but you know. But so yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just still laughing about the other thing. So, so no, it was a great poem. Don't worry, I'm not laughing at the poem. It just never mind. So
what was going on in your mind? Is that what you're saying?
Trust me, you don't want to know.
Mostly just triggers this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But that is the point, though, isn't it?
This happens from time to time. So.